Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you are new here, click subscribe. I make cool videos sometimes. I post twice a week. I want to start posting twice a week anyways, and I try my best to help people in a way that I felt like I needed or need. I should get therapy. Today's video is going to be like a bit of a story time. I'm going to be talking about my first acting experience. So I was in like a Hallmark movie. That sounds so weird. I was in a Hallmark movie and I was a background person for this first ever movie that I'm in. I was a background person. Wow, I'm so amazing. So basically the night before I signed up for everything and we got where we had to go, who we had to see before and everything, and then we got these rules of like you have to have like a badge kind of thing, and you have to wear a mask, which is obvious if you weren't like in the scene, and there were like big restrictions of where you could go and where you couldn't go. And yeah, but one of the things that stuck out the most to a lot of people was if you are not spoken to, you cannot speak to the actors. Mind you, this was a Hallmark movie, so not many people knew who like the actors were. I'm not saying that like Hallmark doesn't make cool movies, because some of the movies are actually pretty cool, pretty dope. But I didn't really know who anybody was. I don't know if that makes me sound like a bad person, but I just genuinely didn't know who anybody was, and like they looked kind of like, oh, you know, I'm perfect, I'm this and that, and I'm just like, okay. Yeah, but that was just kind of... When I got there, I was 2 hours early for my call time, apparently. So I got there at 8 and my call time was at 10. So I was stuck sitting by myself for 2 hours because my mom couldn't stay. I had to, you know, sign the papers and stuff for myself, which is very like anxiety provoking, especially when I don't know anybody or anything and I'm basically left by myself. So most of that time I was just on my phone until everyone else was able to just like come inside and everything. And once that happened, I was still kind of alone. But then I got to meet some people. We did a couple of walkthroughs where we were all standing. In movies, when you see people walk past like in cars, basically what happens is there are groups of people standing on each side of like the front of the car and the back of the car, out of the view of the camera, and then they go like background, ready, action, whatever, and there's a person who like points to each side for when they have to like go, and you just kind of walk past the car and go on the other side of the car. That's it. that's like, and then the people are doing their like scene in the car. You can't hear anything that they're saying or anything, but they're just in the car and you just see them talking. Oh, that was kind of cool. And then once you have to do the other side, you just move to the other side and do the same thing. So basically no one's really walking anywhere. You're just, so that took about maybe an hour or so. And after that happened, there was food that would come around, and there was like drinks that they would give you in case, you know, oh, are you hungry? Like, it's okay, we got you. Because by then it was like 12, almost 12, maybe 11:30. So you got like food handed to you, and like that was pretty cool. They had only like a bit of like different selections. I took like a wrap thing, so it was good. I thought it was good anyways. And then you only really got 5 minutes to eat it, until they were like, "Kate, we're moved, we got this, you guys have to like walk this way," and we're like, "Oh, okay." And we had to like stuff it in like our backpacks, because this is like a school kind of like a school thing, so we had backpacks. It's a school movie, that's what I was trying to say. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. It was a school movie, and so we just kind of put it in our backpacks, and we were like, okay, whatever, like. And that's when I met this boy. This isn't a romance story, okay? Disclaimer, this isn't a romance story. But then we started like talking, and that's when I got my first friend on set. Yay. Yeah. Yeah. He was cool. Like, he was like cool. Okay. I just put stuff on my screen to make it seem like, you know, I'm cute. No, but then we had to do like walking in front of the school and stuff like that. It was like weird. Then we all got put into this cafeteria room, and that's when we just waited for a long period of time. Like, this took 3 hours, and like I didn't like go anywhere. It was just 3 hours of sitting in this room until they came in and they were like, oh, you know, supper time. I thought it was 3 hours. It wasn't 3 hours, it was longer. My phone kept dying, so I had to keep charging it, and then I was like writing and stuff, and it was just weird. But then they bring in like this supper thing, and everyone has to sit on one side of the table and eat supper, basically. After supper, it was more waiting, basically. We had to wait until everyone was like put into like groups or whatever, and I waited for a very long time. Mind you, I had stuff to do after this. I had dog sitting to do, so the fact that it took really long, like, I was expecting it to take long, but I didn't think I'd be just doing nothing, because I only know kind of POV of actors where they're like, oh, I'm shooting this scene and then I have to shoot this scene and then I'm running to the next scene, and I didn't realize that the background people were literally just sitting there doing nothing for the longest time. Yeah, but then I got put into my final scene where I had to walk by an office or whatever, and by then it was like 8-9 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, that's a wrap, oh my god, you know, and I'm like, okay. I wasn't actually that tired, but from like everything that was like happening, it kind of makes you tired, and like you had to like change, you had to maybe do your hair different because you have to be a different person. So that worked out well. Yeah, but then I got to like go home and like eat. I didn't actually eat that much while I was there. Believe it or not, I didn't eat much, even though I wasn't doing anything for hours on end. Yeah. So basically my overall experience was like a 6 out of 10. I had fun. I met new people. They were nice. The crew was very nice. They were funny. I got my first acting experience. I got paid too, and it was like overtime, so it wasn't just like me being like there. I got paid. They acknowledged the fact that we were there probably longer than we should have been. We did do a lot actually, but it was quite a fun experience, and I had fun, and I encourage people to try and maybe do stuff like that, because I think it's fun, and it's a good stepping stone if you want to go into acting, to see how everything else works, you know. Yeah, overall experience was good. 6 out of 10. Maybe we did more, if maybe I did like more things, it probably would have been better, but other than that, I thought it was good. So that's it for my video, because that's the only thing I have. I'm looking for new things, maybe doing like actual acting, and then I'll make a video on how my actual, you know, acting experience went. Yeah. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below if you like this video or not, if you like these little story time things, because I have a couple story times that I could do, and it could, you know, probably go well, probably not, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it actually. Yeah, so bye, I guess.